So it's just something to keep in mind, something to think about. WWJD, what would Jesus do in this situation? Now, there's a time, and this is where we get interesting and a little controversial. So there's a time where I do believe some people do need to be called out, like for things that they are doing. And there's a way you go about it and say, add a name, put a name on it. I remember someone, what was it, last year, huh? Christian Keys came out and talked about, the main the BT movie actor, and he used to be in the Tyler Perry plays, came out and was talking about, like, some well-known male figure. It was two male figures and one woman figure who had tried him, and was aggressive. And of course, everybody assumed one of them was Tyler Perry because he never said the name. And they was just like, and it was unfortunate to hear how so many people was like, well, if you're not going to say the name, don't even bring it up. And it's just like, you can't tell nobody how to tell their story. So on one side, the victim, I can't tell them that they're wrong for coming about it this way, because these are some powerful figures. And if they are telling the truth, they might be scared. Like, I don't want to die, but I just can't live like this no more. On the other hand, it's like, is this a money grab? Everything will always come to the light. But I'm going to just say this again. If you hanging with people that do some shifty stuff, like she said, I like that word, then this needs to be with the time where you start to say, I think I need to kind of start staying away from you. Or if you are doing the shifty stuff, I would strongly suggest that you need to get a reality check and don't, and again, we said lust warning last time, and the same thing. Don't allow your lust for power, lust for life, or lust for, lusty stuff to get you caught up into doing something to where you're going to regret it later. Because that happens to men a lot, where especially, everyone gets caught up in love, but men, it's a little different. And you're getting caught up in wanting somebody, and now you end up dead. That didn't happen with dudes that got set up like that. You from Detroit, I'm from St. I didn't heard some stories where people that got set up trying to get somebody, or, in a situation where they knew, the girl got the girl real drunk, and they, it was a group of them, and they enjoyed her, in a group setting, and because you was there or because you participated. So I'm gonna say this and then ask you before we move on. Well, you asked, what would Jesus do ethically, morally correct in this situation? If you did it, I would just go ahead and apologize. If you did it, I don't know. It's a sticky situation because it's like, but I would just say, if people doing this type of stuff, or you are doing this stuff and it hasn't gotten to that level, let this be we talked about earlier. You say everything always aligns. Warnings, and like, let this be the warning. That's them, but it could be you. What you got to say with that?